Hello guys, so today I'm going to show you how to create a Google form. And the purpose of doing a Google form is that you can use this type of medium to either create an anticipatory, which is a hook of your lesson. You can create a guided practice activity. You can create an exit ticket. But the beauty about this is that it'll be easier for you to grade stuff. It actually does the grading for you if you enable certain extensions, which is great for those of you who have a hard time grading your exit tickets or your assessment because of the bulk of students that you guys have. So the first thing you got to do is to give it a title. Let's say, for the sake of this video, I'm going to call it American Revolution. So that's the name of my title. Now, whenever you type the title, you see this on the top left corner. This is the space where you will also write the same name, American Revolution, because this will be the name of the file. This will be the name of the title for your form. This will be the name of the file for that form. And the reason behind this is that if you go to your drive, I'm going to go to my drive here, and I type American Revolution, I'll be able to easily find it. As you can see, it's right here. But if it doesn't have a name, it's going to be really hard because I'm going to have to manually look for that form. So always do not forget to give your file a name. Again, name here, and that same name here. So next is, it's always good to include a picture for our visual learners. So you see this square right here where it reads add image. That's the way to add a picture. So in order to find a picture, I want to find a picture that will reflect the American Revolution. So I can go to Google Images. So I'm gonna type American Revolution, and I'm gonna see what picture. Oh, look at this one. So I click on that picture, I right click, save image, go to my pictures. So I'm on 8th grade. You can create a folder to let's say sample folder. I'm gonna just call it sample folder. I'm gonna double click on it, and I'm gonna call it title. Title image. Enter. I go back to my form. Here it is. I clicked here on image. I browse. I go to my pictures, 8th grade, sample folder, and there's my image. There it is. As you can see, it's a little bit to the left. If you see these 3 dots, I click on the dot, I center it, and there it is. There's my image. Then I'm gonna add a question where you see the plus sign here. I'm gonna click on it, and I'm gonna ask them for their name. So I always go with last name, first name. And the reason behind this is because your gradebook has it in that order. It'll first have the last name and the first name, which will be easier to input, to transfer to your gradebook manually. And I'll show you what I mean by this in a couple of minutes. You see this over here, required. Make sure that you check off that one. Required. Make sure that where it reads here short answer, they're going to give you a short answer, which will be their name. And you see these dots over here. Click on the dots. Click on description, and you're going to give them a description as to how you want them to type their name. So example, Lopez, comma, Pedro. There it is. The next question you have to ask, or that I've found helpful, is the email. So I click on the plus sign. There it is. Click on it. I type email. I click required, and the 3 dots. Description. So I usually type, if you do not have an email, type 999. Now that I just made it up, it's not a code, it's nothing, guys, but usually the people that have emails will include their email, and they'll be able to get their grades once they're done with either the entrance ticket, the formal assessment, whatever it is that you're doing. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a little bit. Then I add a next question that you must have is the class period. class period. So you can have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. There it is. On this one, I usually go with a drop down, but you can go multiple choice, whatever it is, whatever you like best. So drop down. I make sure to click required. So this one will allow me to segregate the classes, guys, and input the grades on my gradebook manually. So that's that. Then I asked a question, let's say on the, I don't know, the farewell address. Number one, what was the importance? I'm just making it up, guys. Importance of the farewell address by George Washington. I could include the T. 8.428. I'm just making it up because I don't know by memory, guys. I'm making up. There it is. That's my teak. Then I click required, multiple choice. And I can even, guys, if I click over here where we have the periods, I click on it and I click on the picture, I can include a picture of the farewell address. Let me go to the images. Images, and I'm gonna click farewell address George Washington. And look at this one. I like this one. Save image, and it'll be question 1. So I just type 1 because that will be for my first question. I go back to my form. So I'm already here, and the reason I'm clicking on periods is because if I click on the picture, it'll open up a space to input the picture after it. If I click on this one and click on picture, it'll include the picture after it, and I don't want it after, I want it before it. In order to do that, I need to click here, click picture, browse. I'll go to that, my picture, blah, 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 and I double click and it'll include that picture. So there it is, center, and there it is. And then I'll include the choices. A, B, C, D. And obviously you include the answers, guys. Don't forget to include the answers. Let's say A, it warned us about getting involved in foreign affairs. So basically what it is. Let's say that I'm gonna just include two. They wanted the US to get involved in foreign affairs, which we know it's not true. Let's say, you know what? Most of my students are not visual learners. I need to create a video for them. So I can go to here and I can delete it. I'm just gonna make another question. So I'm gonna create a question that has the farewell address video clip. So let's go to YouTube and let me see if I can find a clip. Never find a huge video, just a minor clip, guys. 2 or 3 minutes. Farewell address. There. So we can know it's his farewell address. So this one's 35. This is a 4-minute clip. I like that one. It's only 4 minutes. 38. But and this one I've seen it before, guys. So I'm gonna go with 4 minutes. And I'm not gonna. That's not part of the video. That's an ad. So I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna copy this URL. Copy. Go to my form. I want a video after these questions, so I'm gonna click add video. There it is. It automatically goes to YouTube. I paste the URL link that I copied. There's a video, and there it is for the people that that rather prefer watching a minor video. And I'm gonna click on the plus sign, and I'm gonna add a question. What did the video state about the farewell address? And it's TEAC 8.2B. That's the TEAC. And I click required. Don't forget to click required. Required. And I'm gonna have a multiple choice. I'm gonna click here for multiple choice. And then avoid foreign entanglements and get involved in foreign affairs. Well, that's that. And there it is. It's a question. Now, you see these icons over here? Those are important. Now, this one gives it's, if I click on it, let's say I want to change the purple to, let's say, a brown, because it's a history and I usually relate history with brown or kind of darker colors. I'm gonna try to go to brown. There it is, add. And you can see change the color of the background. Now over here where you read settings, this one's an important one because it's right now it's restricted to users from our organization. I'm gonna uncheck this one. Therefore, if I have any students who are not part of the organization, they can do it, or you can click on it. I usually unclick because it avoids me having to go back and unclick on it. So if I click on it, only students who have access to our organization will be able to take this exam. It's up to you. I usually unclick it, and if you want to limit to one response, you can also click it. I always leave it on click. Therefore, if somebody fails the exam and I ask them to go and take it again, they'll be able to go and take it again. Because if I click here, it won't allow them to take it again. So I uncheck that. Presentations and the quizzes, I'll show you how to do this one later on. But the way I have it, the way I'm going to show you works, I think I prefer it over this one. Back to the general, save. And that's how you create a form. Now, if you want to see how that form looks live, you click on this eye. This is your preview. If I click on it, it's gonna take me to the. There it is. So I need in order for me to have it graded by itself, to have the system graded by itself, I'm gonna have to create an answer sheet. So I'm gonna type answer key. Email 999. Period. First period. The answer for first question was it warned us about getting involved in foreign affairs, and the answer for this one will be that one, and I'd submit it. Obviously, your exams or entrance tickets or exit tickets will have more questions or less questions, up to you. So I'm gonna submit. There it is. If I go back to my form, you notice that it already has a response. I'm gonna click here, and there's a response. There's a response. So ahorita everybody, when it comes to the was the importance of the federal address, TEAC 8.42A, 100% of my students have mastered that. And I go to the next TEAC 8.2B, 100% of the students have mastered it. But let's for the sake of this video, let's say another student took the exam. His name is Robles Luis, and his email is, I don't know, he doesn't have an email, or he does have an email, I don't know. Let me put my email for the sake of this example. Tigrina@eeisd.org. I'm in class second period. I never paid attention, so I'm gonna click here, and on this one I'm gonna click. This one I do know it, and then submit it. So there, another student took the exam. Let's say another student takes the exam. It is George. His email, I don't know, 999. He's in second period as well. He knows. There, submit it. So if we go back to the form, you'll notice that now 3 students have submitted the form. So I go scroll down and we go to this TEAC. You know that the answer is it warned us about getting involved in foreign affairs. Only 66% of the 66.7% of the students have mastered that. If your student friendly measurable objective was of 80, then you need to do something to go back to make sure maybe the clip did not work for them. Maybe you know differentiate your instruction. Maybe find a different medium to teach these TEACs. As you notice on the second 8.2b, everybody knows that and avoid foreign entanglement. So everybody, you taught that part of the lesson very good because 100% of students got it correct. So if you scroll up, you click here, create sheet. It already automatically chose create a new spreadsheet. You click create. It's going to open a different tab. So this is what I'm talking about. So you're gonna to have it graded by itself, you're gonna have to go to add-ons. And if you don't already have Flubaroo, Flubaroo, you're gonna have to get that app from the extensions. So you just go look for Flubaroo and add it on. Once you add it, it'll be here. So click on it. You'll have to go to add-ons, get add-ons. It'll take you to a different little screen, and you'll have to type Flubaroo here. And as you can see, it's already here. So you click on it, install it, and so forth. Once you do that, it'll appear. Once you click on add-ons, it'll appear here. So you go to Flubaroo, enable Flubaroo in this sheet. So there it is. It's already enabled. You exit that, go again to add-ons, Flubaroo. I'm gonna click on advanced options and I'm gonna enable auto grade, which means that every time somebody does this exam, they'll get their grade automatically. You could grade it only one time, but it's up for me. It saves time by just enabling auto grade. Therefore, I don't have to go back after. I don't have to go back after first period is done and grade it. Second period is done, grade it. It will automatically grade them. So enable auto grade. Before enabling auto grade, you must first set up. I'm gonna set them up. Okay. First step. As you can see, the last name, first name, if they misspell it, it doesn't count wrong because it kind of notices that it identifies a student and it's not part of the test. The email identifies student, the class period identifies student, and these two, if they get them wrong, it's normal grading. So yes, I want that. The next one is it's asking me which of these am I gonna use as the answer key. As you notice, I automatically type answer keys. Therefore, I'll just click on this one and this will be my answer key. That's the reason on the first one I named it answer key. Continue. So this part is important. I usually do not include the list of questions and scores because by the time you get to 8th period, they will already know the answers from the students who took it in the morning. So uncheck this. Here you can include a message. If you failed, if you failed, or if you get a 70 or lower, if you get lower than a 70, please make sure to come forward to the tutoring session. Do not forget that you all are the best. There it is. If you go to show advanced options, I click on it. Then here we reach, I'm gonna set up a sticker. I'm gonna wait for it to load the various stickers. I'm gonna include sticker and I'm gonna, let's say I go to the stickers. Hey, I like this one. So anybody that gets a 70 or higher, Or let's say the measurable objective is 85. 85 or higher will get a sticker. Done. Continue. It's loading. It's telling me that some recent submissions have yet to be graded. Would you like to? Yes, I would like to grade them before auto grade is enabled. So it's going to grade these here. So yes. So it's going to generate a second tab right here. So there it is. Robles Luis, he got a 50, and Perez George got a 100. So now I have another student, it'll automatically put it there. Let me just do another student really quick. So no. So you can see how it'll have the how the enable auto grade works. So let's say this my student is Prejo Ramiro. Email. He is from first period. This one, submit. If we go back to the tab, this one. There's Ramiro Trejo. Ramiro. And there he is. It automatically is there. Now, you see this icon right here? That's a filter. If you click on it, oh, let me see first. You have to click here and then click on the filter. So all of my columns have a filter. The reason I say this is because you can see I have second and first period. Let's say I'm going to input the grades for second period. I will click here, right here. I'll click there. And I don't want the second period. I just want I don't want the first period. I just want the second period students. So filter by second period is check, and okay. So all my second period students are there. However, they're not in alphabetical order, and the gradebook has them in alphabetical order. So I click again on the filter there, and from A to Z. So there's Perez, then Robles. So this is the beauty about a Google form and how to create it, how to enable the Flubaroo, and all that. Please use it. It's going to save you time. You can either use it as an entrance ticket, um, independent practice, guided practice, or a closure, an exit ticket. But it works pretty well because it does the grading for you. And if you go back to the form, the actual form, now we have 4 students. If the lesson objective, the measurable objective was at 85, as you can see, TEAC 8.428, only 75% mastered it. So that if you set it up 85, that's 10% lower than what you wanted them. And this one also reached 75% mastery. So that's the beauty about this. You not only is it making your job easier, it's doing the grading for you, and you are actually doing the data-driven instruction, which we are requiring you guys to do. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please call me, email me, or text me. Thank you. This is Mr. Tijerina. You all have a good day.